The science of positive psychology has discovered that for people to flourish in life, they need to experience moments of flow. Flow is a state of high engagement in which we are engrossed in a particular activity. In moments of flow, it's like time warps, either slows down or speeds up. It's usually when we are doing our best work. Hi, I'm Dr. Darren Morton, and I've been studying health and wellness for over 30 years. We're about to explore why it's so important to be vocationally enriched. We'll talk with psychologist and health coach Simon Matthews and discover tips on how to be more engaged in life. Today I'm going to speak to Simon Matthews, a psychologist and health coach, about flow and how we can wake up each day with greater clarity, being more energised and more productive in what we do. So tell me about this experience we call flow.
Flow represents the state where the demands being made of you are just matched by your skills and capacities. If you were to give me a task to do which was, for me, very, very difficult, and I didn't particularly have the skills or capacities to do that, then I would end up feeling disheartened, disappointed, frustrated, and I'd probably walk away feeling defeated. If, on the other hand, I were to give you a task that was super easy for you to do, then your experience would be one of boredom. And you would probably also walk away from that task without any great sense of satisfaction. So flow represents that state where the demands of the task are very, very high and our capacities are just enough to meet it. I think of people like racing car drivers, and I think of aerobatic pilots. You can see them working so hard to do what they're doing, but their skills are there. They're drawing on all their skills, all their strengths, all their senses, all their capacities. They're absolutely fully immersed in that moment and in that activity, bringing their whole selves to it, and ultimately deriving enormous satisfaction.
We hear a lot about this strengths-based approach to life. Tell me more about that.
I think most of us like to feel efficacious. We like to feel like we can do what we're trying to do, and that comes from reaching into our strengths. So it's important for all of us to identify our strengths and what they are. There's a part of strengths that I really value that gets talked about much less, and that is, how can we use our lesser strengths? So if you take one of those strengths profiles, and there's plenty of them available, you'll get a list of your strengths. And if I have someone complete one of those, one of the things I take a lot of time to explain is those ones down the bottom, they're not weaknesses. They're just your lesser strengths. They're the things that are not as developed as your other strengths. Yeah. So one of the great activities in a work context, I think, is to ask, not just how can I draw on my signature strengths or how can I draw on my strongest strengths, but how can I develop my lesser strengths and put those to good use in what I'm doing.
It is ideal to be engaged in our work. After all, we spend about a third of our life doing it. But if you aren't, and circumstances prevent you from making a change, it makes it all the more important to have a hobby. Hobbies are those things we do just for the fun of it, and they're great for increasing engagement and experiencing flow moments.
Our bodies and our minds don't divide things up in the way that we do with respect to work, personal, relationship. Our bodies just experience it as a whole. So when we can indulge ourselves in a hobby, that can really serve a useful function of almost balancing up, if you like, some other areas in our lives and change the overall kind of quotient of our experience in our daily life.
It's great for our wellness to be vocationally enriched by enjoying the things that we do each day. So do yourself a favour and enjoy moments of flow. Here we go.